welcome back.
Hello.
So today we're going to be talking about a very much discussed topic.
Yeah.
And that is signs.
Yes. So we often have clients who they believe that they see a sign that someone is intended to come back into their life. Oftentimes romantically. Maybe they've actually asked universe, please send me a sign to show me if me and such will reconcile. Or they haven't asked a sign, but maybe they hear that person's name, often, or hear their favorite song being played on the radio, or, see an advertisement for something that reminds them of an inside joke. And they'll come to us and they'll ask, I have been seeing these signs. I've been hearing this person's name. What does it mean? Does it mean that this person is meant to come back?
Yeah.
And I have noticed throughout thousands of reading clients that we've had that those signs aren't just about a signal that that person will necessarily come back in a romantic sense, but it is a sign of the manifester, the strong manifester that you really are. Because when you think of someone and you hold them in your vibration so intensely, you call them in. You call in their energy. You call in reminders of that person, things that will make you feel closer to that person. So it's just universe's way of reflecting back to you what is going on within you, what your internal desire truly is. So I wouldn't feel discouraged about that. Like, oh, that's not a sign that I'll get back with him. But it's more so just an awareness that you create your reality so strongly, and now you can use that potential to create the world as you wish, and create a new partner that does want to come forward. It doesn't mean that you'll never reconcile with a person, but we put too much pressure oftentimes on signs that are just indications of our vibrational attraction point. So that's something we wanted to talk about today.
Yes, and I know I've been that guilty person in my journey of consciousness and finding my awareness and learning. Took a while to get to this place that I'm in now where I can see the truth of what's going on. And it's kind of like very simple, like they say, where attention goes, energy flows.
Yes.
And we were talking about the example of like when I bought my Mazda. All of a sudden I saw Mazdas everywhere. It's because Mazda was on my brain. And, I had an experience with somebody I used to date and he was obsessed with Batman. And when that ended, I saw more Batman. Everywhere. On everything. Cups, t-shirts, wherever I was. Batman. And it's just because he was on my mind at the time. Even down to, I used to see a number that I used to associate with this particular person. And back in the day in my journey, I would associate that as, because I still had hope that we would get back together. Even though now I know he was no good for me. I had hope that meant he was coming back. And because, again, we're strong manifestors, because I was associating that number with him coming back, he would come back.
Yes.
But guess what? He would come back and I'd learn the same lesson over he's no good for me.
Exactly.
So now I do see that number, but I now see it as I have a new association with it because I am not at a different stage in life. So it comes to me now when I am needing to realize a pattern or a cycle and going back to the lesson I learned from that whole experience.
Yeah. Beautifully put. I mean, we want something so badly that we put all of our great creation energy into it because we really want that outcome. And there's nothing wrong in wanting outcomes. There's nothing wrong in being so hopeful that it'll all play out. But we need to make sure that we understand we are in the driver's seat of our journey. And if we're seeing the universe talk to us, there is a call that we put out, and it is responding to us. And I will take things further and say that you can oftentimes as well be co-creating with someone. So if someone is thinking of you at that particular time, then that could bring about a sign. But we don't want to go into this downward spiral where we're disempowering ourselves by thinking every signal we see is that person projecting their energy. Because the real power and the real healing comes from taking ownership over the world around you and saying, you know what, I feel I have been missing this person, and I admit that. So it makes sense that I would see signs about this person because I've been missing them. Yeah. And that just raw honesty, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You wanting someone back that you used to have an amazing relationship with, or even a toxic relationship, but you're so conditioned to have that thing in your world that you want to refill the void. It makes perfect sense. But we're just saying, put those signs in their place and give them better balance and better understanding that you may have created those signs.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. So definitely let us know what signs you kind of seen over time. Is it numbers? I know for me, numbers is a good one. I'll ask the universe to respond back through music as well, because that's something that I'll pick up on. Or in my dreams. That was another one I wanted to mention too, is that we'll get clients who say, well, in my dream, this person popped in. Is their soul trying to call out for us? But oftentimes our souls just pick up on that higher self, your higher self's message. And what it's trying to show us is blocked out during the daytime because we're using our consciousness to move throughout life. And it can be often ego driven. Right. But when we're finally in sleep mode, our higher self say, okay, now I can actually speak up and say what I want to say and, show you through symbolism and through moving images what you need to learn. So it isn't always a sign that the person is meant to be back in your life, but maybe you're learning about your relationship from a different lens, a dream scope, So just have better balance in these signs because they can lead you down a path of becoming a little bit obsessed or distracted with your own soul's journey if you're worried about the signs from elsewhere. All right, guys, leave us a comment below. Let us know what kind of signs that you see and what you feel about what we have said today on this episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye.